Okay, guys, the highlights from what day is this? Thursday, October 11th, GreatStockPicks.com, live trading chat room. JC Penney's, didn't even have it on our watch list, but I spotted the early volume. Let me try an arrow here. Spotted the early volume right at the open, and it was in breakout territory, breaking out of a couple weeks worth of trading. Using a method we teach here, this became one of my priorities this morning because I love the volume and the breakout. Using a method we teach, called this at 2508. So probably right about there on that green candle. Worst case stop, about 11 cents below. And you can see what happened. 2508 went actually closed at the high of the day to 2618. I did tell our members this could be multi-day for those swing traders with a strong close. We certainly had a strong close, and look at the daily here. Nice break out of this base, big volume today, so this could be multi-day. But anyway, it was a real good day trade at 2508, 11 cents risk, and it went up over $1 from there. Dish Network, kind of the same deal. Oh, I blew it again. Big volume at the open. I mean, look at that opening candle, just dwarfs all of the previous 2 days' volume candles. So Dish was in breakout territory as well. I didn't want to chase it, so on this pullback, using a method we teach, called this at 33. I probably should have shown one more candle. 33.41. Sorry about that. Right about there. And worst case stop, 12 cents below, and we caught the turn perfectly there too. Didn't exactly tear it up, but it did get up over 34. 60-cent move in our favor. Went to 34.01, I think, on 12 cents risk. CBS, and I'm going over my calls first. CBS I called as a bottoming play. Pretty beaten up on the daily, was falling apart for several days in a row, down to the 100-day moving average. And again, using a method we teach, I called CBS at 33.59, which is basically right there. Low of day stop. You can see it, it never even glanced at coming back to the low of the day, and went up through 34. So again, about a 47-cent move on whatever the risk was, 18 cents. But anyway, picked the bottom clean on that one. And PFG was another call. Now, these were all kind of my actual trigger and stop calls, but I have some other stuff to show you as well. Called PFG. What is wrong with me today? Try that again. Called PFG right there at the top of that green candle. And a stop right there. So PFG was quick money. I mean, if you took it here, where I called it 27.27, stop was 13 cents below, and you can see it never. I mean, it was one of those trades that just is money in your pocket immediately. 27.27 just ran for another 20-30 minutes. Ended up going up to over 27.60. Again, nothing huge. I think it moved 35 cents in our favor, but it was one of those that it almost felt like we didn't deserve it, right? Grabbing it here and just having it, never even had questions, right? NAV. One of our all-stars, if you've watched any of our videos, you already know this. One of our all-stars pointed this out. We look for shape and volume, individual anomalies, if you will. And one of our all-stars, Stephen B., who actually lives in Belgium, pointed this out. He pointed out NAV. And what someone will do, one of our members or one of our all-stars will just type in the chat room the symbol, NAV in this case, and then the word shape after it, okay? Which means, hey, we all want to watch this because it's getting ahead of itself. Bottom feeding is, intraday bottom feeding is one of my favorite pastimes. Having said that, I did not participate in NAV, but some of our members did. And bottom fed this one, and picked, and then it happened to coincide with, I guess, news about Oshkosh. That's hard to say. Trucking, a buyout offer, something like that, and it brought NAV with it. And a beautiful bounce there. So some of our members literally got in this and got $1.40 in literally 5 or 10 minutes, something like that. And I'm really happy for them. I didn't participate in that, but it's still a testament to the teamwork in chat and the fact that the shape was pointed out. Members knew how to trade it and happened to catch it right before that news came out. So I mean, definitely some luck involved there, but it was still cool to see some people make $1.40. Within a 5-minute period, maybe something like that. Pretty cool. As far as the rest of my... Iron Mountain, I wanted to share this too. This is an example of one that I pointed out, and some members did really well in it. I didn't. This is one that I did not give an exact trigger and stop, but I put it on the projector so everyone could see it. Iron Mountain, nice volume this morning, and it was in breakout territory. Very nice move, right? And then the pullback to what we call the buy zone, or the 5-8, anywhere between the 5-8, 5-minute candle, 8-period moving average, 5-minute candle, 20-period moving. And once it gets down there, after a nice move into breakout territory, we start watching for a bounce. Some of our members will take it right at the 8. Other members will wait for a 5-minute candle trigger. In other words, the first break of a previous 5-minute candle's high, which would have been over this candle, 35.24, and a stop below this candle at 35. And look what happens. Even from then, if you felt like you were chasing here, right, buying it here after this big move, look what happens. Another move even bigger than that. So members in our chat room that took this, even say they took it on the 5s entry at 35.24, it went up to 36.68. So, you know, what is that, more than $1.40 move in our favor on pretty tight risk. So congrats to the members too. I did not get that one, but I did want to just point it out because it was something that I put on every member's screen via the projector in the chat room, and mentioned it, that it was down to the buy zone here. And again, me with my ADHD took my eyes off it, didn't get to participate myself, but huge move there. And I know we had some members make money on that one as well. I think that's about, QCOR real quick, QCOR. Some of our members grabbed this one around 21.13 and got a quick, I don't know, 60 or 70 cent move there. I called Leap after a volume spike at 6.19 right here, and it got a nice move to 640 something, and I was a seller into that spike. Sold my last bit over 640 actually, and then it reversed, so I did the right thing there. Cerner, I'm trying to go over all my calls for the day. Cerner I called CERN because it was selling off pretty good here down to some price support and also hitting the 200-day at the time. I called Cerner for a trade over this candle. I called it at 74.09, and pretty quickly it went to 74.40 something. I was a seller into that too. Tried to keep a break-even stop on the rest, but got stopped out right there. And told everybody I'm not going to let my original stop down here work, because at the time Cerner triggered long, the SPY was actually hitting new lows for the day. I knew I was fighting the market, but the fact that Cerner had shape into the 200-day gave me a little hope that we might get a nice trade out of it. And ended up closing weak, so I did the right thing getting out flat on the rest, but got a little bit of sandwich money on the first bit of Cerner there. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. Oh, one other thing I want to show. Kohl's KSS. This is another one I put on the projector after this volume spike. All right, you notice a pattern here. We spotted this volume spike, switched to 2s on this one, and started, I pointed it again on the projector, showed everybody this is giving a nice base at the 8-period moving average, 2-minute candles, and oftentimes these can bounce nicely off this area. And I had at least one member, Gleason, take this and made a really nice trade on it. I think he said he had 6 cents risk or something like that on the trade, so that's pretty impressive too. Again, I didn't participate, but a great job by Gleason there. Yeah, he had a 6 cent stop. He grabbed it at 51.03, and it went over 51.60 on 6 cents risk. So beautiful job there too. Anyway, I've rambled long enough, over 8 minutes. We'll talk to you guys later.